as far as you guys can go, May, June, April, anything, but you guys will get the results like something like this from July onwards, because I started this account mid July, as you can see right in front of you. Okay, so I've created a 10% return on this account. The capital used in this account is 1 lakh. I'm going to be discussing every single thing, the top gainers, the top losers, the mistakes I did in this particular account, and what you guys can improve if you are also having a 1 lakh account in your hands, or maybe you trade with 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. So yeah, getting right onto the video. First, I'm going to be see, there are three parts of this video that I have. First is we are going to talk about the whole Nifty mid cap and small cap period, how much return these instruments gave, these index gave in this particular time, or as in mid July when I started this account till today, till date. Okay, what is the percentage of return that these index gave, right? And then what were the trades that I took, and what was the return that I made? We will discuss that, and the conclusion part. So there are three things that this video consists of, right? First of all, let's dig right into the mid caps, the Nifties, the main indices right in front of you. So this is like a July period, mid July when I started. So till today, you guys can see it's been 94 days. It's been 3 months of trading been done, July mid to October mid, and you guys can see that the total return, the indice, the Nifty gave is 0.16%, or you guys can say almost a 1% return. Okay, if you guys calculate it to 1 day before or 2 day before, it's like a 1% return. Okay, let's jump to Bank Nifty. But what we have to do with Bank Nifty, it's not a main index or anything. So let's take the July. Maybe where is July? This is like mid July. So again, the same 0% return has been created by Bank Nifty as well, Nifty as well, mid caps, because these are important ones, mid caps and small caps. Let's discuss that. 15 July, that is the date, and till today it is 1.5% of return, a bit more than Nifty and Bank Nifty, and that's what we expect from the mid cap segment. That is what we expect from the small cap segment too. There is more risk to it, there is more reward to that as well. July, let's see, 0% or 0%. So small caps are really harsh. So if you see the top also, this is like a 3% top, and it has shown a 4% drawdown also from mid July. So 4% drawdown, 3% top also been made. Let's do that here as well. So see, 5% top in mid cap. So mid caps were more of a went like 2-3% more, 2% more, and went down by a little bit less side. So mid caps were stronger in this whole period of time. That's what I can see right here, and the consolidation also looks pretty. Now guys, that was for the index part. Okay, now let's focus on the what I did in this particular period of time. So July, August, September, October. So from mid July to mid October. So this is like a period of 3 months period, almost mid October till results, and I have created a return of on the 1 lakh capital or 10,000 rupees. Right now, in some of the trades, you might also see 70,000 injected into the trade and something like that. You would initially think that on a 1 lakh capital you're going with 70,000. I'm gonna explain that, the confidence and everything of having multiple accounts as well, and people who are having 1 lakh account, how they can approach these things. But you guys also see that in July, in the whole month and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna break down everything. So yes, let's get right into the breakdown part. So now you guys know that what is the difference created here by me on this smaller account. So mid caps, Nifty, Bank Nifty, small caps, all these indices have given 0% return over the period of 3 months. But here I am with 10% return, and on the broader account that I have, that I deal with. Okay, so on that account, I have 15% return created in these 3 months, and on my one more account, I've created a 23% return in 3 months. So yeah, I will definitely share that also. But when I book them here, I have booked these profits. There, I'm holding my winners. Now you will ask me why you are holding your trades, why you're holding your big trades in this particular type of market, where market suddenly falls down, it recovers, falls even more, something like that, right? So the question of when is the market going to be right, guys? When is the market going to be right? Market is at a higher level, then it goes even higher, sometime it comes back down, people are panicking. This phrase, that market, when the market is right, I am going to do that. This phrase is wrong. First of all, understand this particular thing deep inside. That day will never come, so that day is today. Okay, now let's get to the next part of the video. Okay guys, let's begin the trade analysis. Let's begin the month-wise analysis of what was my mindset, how I dealt with all these things throughout the situation. So July started off with 1200 profit, 4000 profit. So and let's dig deep into this 4000 profit. So this was like onward and Birla Cable. You guys can see it was a 6% gain and 8% gain. Okay, so there were two stocks that I took onward, because the first stock that you guys saw, that was NLC India, 1200 profit. It was like a small trade that was not moving that much, and then I thought, see, it's always, you always have time. So as I have created a chart here for myself, okay, and I've posted it right here, that this is what is the end of the word chart for me, and I'm going to follow that, okay, right up there on the wall. Now you guys listen to me now, that if you think your trade is going in a right direction, in a wrong direction, after entering the trade, you think that this trade initiation is wrong. Okay, this is not my setup. And when you feel that, please exit the trade. So that's what happened with me in NLC India. The moment I entered the trade, it was like boom, no, this is not my setup, exit the trade. Okay, now coming back to the situation, so there was a trade of onward techno. This was my counter trend line. The stock gave a breakout here, and I was able to capture how much? 8% from the trade. That is like a almost a 11% momentum the stock gave, but I captured 8% from the trade. So I should not take a risk more than how much? How much, guys? 10% in this particular trade, right? Now, talking about Birla Cable, I'm going to be telling about the setups when I enter and everything, so that the video gets more interactive for you guys as well, right? So it's Birla Cable, right? Yeah, so Birla Cable. Okay, so this was the main initiation. This was the counter trend line that I created initially. Okay, and weekly counter trend line I created. There was a weekly rejection also, so I thought that yeah, it might just get the rejection. I initiated my trade here, and this was my risk, 10%, right? 30, I went with 30,000. 10% risk is how much? 3,000. So 3,000 in this, 2,500 and onward. Okay, and you guys can see it went 12-13%, but how much I made in this? 5-6%. I exited the trade. What is the profit made? 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees of profit, and you guys can see the charges, 66 rupees of charges, right? So pretty much good right now. Then the man infra trade, this is something to talk about. This is something that I wanted to discuss with you guys. See, so yeah, I might have exited Jubilant also because of over positioning, oversizing. So that is also one thing I will discuss that when I come to the Jubilant trade. Man infra, believe me guys, believe me, this is like insanity next level. You guys won't believe me when I say this. So I opened the account and I completely forgot about it. Can you imagine? I opened the account and I forgot about the account, that the account exists. And I had this loss going on in man infra. You guys can see there is a 13% loss that I'm seeing in the trade. That is like more than 3% of the risk appetite that I'm taking into the trade. Now, man infra, let's talk about man infra. My risk and everything in man infra, the setup and everything, it was a beautiful setup, but I took in this particular account on a weekly time frame, right? So yes, Saturday, it was Friday, right? So Monday, Tuesday, I was completely focused onto my main accounts and everything, and I forgot about this account. Can you believe? So that is a very rookie mistake that I did here. I completely agree, and I'm not gonna do that mistake ever, because I respect trading, guys. Okay, and this is a very serious mistake if you ask me on in this particular account. So yeah, otherwise I would have made how much loss here? I would have made a 2,500 rupees loss, exited the trade right there. Okay, just like I did maybe in some other trades, if we can see that, right? Let's go to the next trade. That is like that is Jubilant for us, and that is 3,300 rupees of profit. Great Jubilant trade. So yes, I'm gonna discuss about that, because in Jubilant I have actually created hell lot of money. Like 3.5 lakhs of profit is currently going on in my main account in Jubilant, and I've already shown you guys the verified PNL and everything of the trade of the amount that I've booked. 1.5 lakh in Jubilant already booked, and in the main account, and 3.5 lakhs is currently going on as my realized PNL. The moment I book it, I will share the verified PNL of that also on the main channel, or on the YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that content also. Okay, so every content here that you guys are consuming consists of maybe the bigger accounts, the mindset of that account, smaller accounts, but see, the risk management of that account, risk management of this account, it is the same. Okay, the focus, the mindset, the person trading that account is the same, right? So yes, Jubilant, I did a lot of things in this particular trade. So you guys can see, I went initially, you guys were seeing 75,000, right? But here it is showing 33,000. Why? Because I took it twice. So yes, first entry of Jubilant was on this particular candle right here. You guys can see this candle right here, July mid. I entered the stock. So I exited it around 693, 700 around. So this was my entry. My exit is pretty nice in this. 11% of the 11% is my entry. So I made around how much? 3% of the capital, 3% risk taken per trade on the basis of capital, and thus I made like 1:1 risk reward ratio in this particular trade, and that is like a 3,000 rupees, 3,300 rupees in this particular trade, right? So yeah, that was August for me. And see, guys, I am not taking many trades. How many trades? If you guys would be vigilant enough in the starting of this particular live, this particular session, then you guys would have seen how many trades I took. I took 12 trades total in these 3 months. 3 months I took only 12 trades, and out of those 12 trades also, one of the trade would have given me some 2,000 rupees lesser profit, lesser loss, man infra, if I would have just exited it at the right time. So I would be sitting at 12% realized PNL and overall 14% realized plus unrealized profit right now. So that is the power. That is the power of swing trading. That is the power of focus, mindset, and everything. Disciplined trader. Now let's go to the next one. 2,200 rupees profit in all cargo. So see, this is where things gets very catchy, because see, I have booked almost 20k in all cargo, and currently 20,000 loss in all cargo is going on the main account, but on this account I booked it. Okay, so that's the fun, like that's the fun of trading. You would be amazed to see a person like me who is actually laughing on his losses, because see, trading is a part of trading. What is trading? Trading is something else for me. Okay, it's not like only making money from it. Okay, it gives me real happiness. Okay, when I trade, when I click the buttons, when I see this is my analysis, that is my chart, I'm doing my stuff here, I'm doing a lot more stuff apart from trading. Okay, that you guys will get to know in future. Some very big things are coming, and everything. So yes, I love trading. Okay, so that's why I even laugh on my losses. Of course, on that particular day when I'm booking the loss, I'm like, oh my god, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. But currently, when it's past, I'm not regretting it again and again. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm gonna be a better trader tomorrow. I know that. And you guys who are with me, my YouTube followers, my Telegram followers, all of you guys, okay, you guys will see the growth. You guys will be the part of my bigger journey, I bet. So yeah, let's go to the Jubilant. Okay, so we are in Jubilant and Graveyard. Let's go to the daily time frame of Jubilant. A bit of diversion actually. All cargo logistics. So yeah, this was the trade. I'm currently also sitting in the trade. Why? Because I exit. See, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I took the trade on the smaller account with how much? 30,000, right? Because 3% is my risk appetite of the whole account, 1 lakh, right? So I took a 7% stop loss in this particular trade, and I exited at 7%, 7.5%, right? It gave me 7.5% exactly at this area. I exited the trade, made a profit of 2,200 rupees. Now on that account, I went with 7% on what capital? On a capital of 5 lakhs, right? So I even saw a profit of 50,000. But currently, if you ask me, this was my target. My target was 15% on that particular trade. Okay, but it never got hit. So I exited how much? Half of it, means 6% loss. So at that time, I was having 30,000 loss, right? So 15,000 was being booked by me, and currently, if you see, I'm again having 20,000 loss right now in this particular trade. of all cargo. Okay, so that was my stop loss number 2 for the trade, because I saw that yeah, it was taking support at this particular line, and many other times in past also, daily, weekly and everything, it takes support from here. So now if it moves back up to the main CTC counter cost to cost situation, I'm gonna exit this trade. So that is my current. So yes, let's jump to the next one. So all cargo was a good one for me in this particular account. Then there are some small tidbits also, because the market were very tricky. Cybertech, this stock I just took on this particular small account, and it was I was very fortunate actually. I'll say that I'm not gonna trade anything like Cybertech ever again, guys, believe me. Okay, it was a nightmare for me. Now it has been adjusted as per the stock split or anything that happened. Now this was the breakout that took place, and the stock has given back to back 2 candles, but still I took the stock back to back 2 candles. But yeah, I was pretty vigilant with the amount that I was taking. Just went with 10,000 rupees right there. So 10,000, and this was my risk 10%. So how much risk? 1,000. That is 1% on the whole capital. So 1% risk for the whole capital on a risky trade, I'll give that, right? So it went up 15%, but I exited at 10%, and that is like 9%, 9.3%. So exited the trade, so something like that. The next trade will be Whirlpool, and this is a beautiful trade. Although I got only 5.6% on this particular account, but I'm gonna show you. Maybe I have exited it again somewhere. So I've exited Whirlpool twice actually. Will show you. Okay, so yeah, the first one, 1,000 rupees of profit, Whirlpool. Let's talk about that. I'm not going now with 30%, 40%, because why? Because monthly time frame means bigger candles, of course. Okay, so bigger candles means it will show you a like a 20% risk in this trade, right? So I'm not gonna take that 20% risk. I'm just gonna take that 15% risk in this trade, and 15% of 20 is how much? 3,000. Again, 3% of the whole capital used. Okay, 3% risk on the whole capital of 1 lakh. But of course my capital has increased by that time to 1 lakh 5,000, 6,000, but still I'm going to take that number until I reach 1 lakh 50,000. I'm going to take the 3% risk on 1 lakh until I reach 1 lakh 50,000. Then I'm going to use 1 lakh 50,000 as my 3% risk appetite, and then I'm going to jump to 2 lakh. Okay, when I jump to 2 lakh capital from this trading only, I'm not going to put any capital in this particular account. So when I jump when I reach to that 2 lakh account, so I'm going to be having 3% risk on 2 lakhs per trade. Now right here I saw that daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you guys can see somewhere around this area, actually I entered the stock, and this was my pretty much exit. It gapped up, moved up 5-6%. I exited the stock on this particular account. Okay, because yes. So yeah, the third one, let's see what happened on this day. Nothing happened. Prestige, just a normal testing the waters type of scenario. Okay, forget about it. 500. So this one will be good, because see, Scient is there and Whirlpool is there. So yeah, Scient I booked a loss of 10%, 12% actually, because I went with 10,000 of the capital. And Whirlpool, if you see, I went with 20,000 again. When? So Whirlpool, when it came to this particular area, it was consolidating. I captured the Whirlpool around these areas to 2003. So that is this 2003, this. And again, how much I captured this time? 10%. So I finally did it what I meant. Initially I wanted to capture that 10% in Whirlpool, because I thought that the stock's gonna give me good. But yeah, see, I went in, exited here. Again, it was a daily time frame trade for me. It was a daily time frame retest support for me. Initially I went with the monthly time frame trade. The next time my risk was nothing. How much of risk I'm taking in this trade? 2%, 3% risk I'm taking, and I exited the trade at 10%. In my current account, if you see, I've exited the stock at 20% returns at a 2.5 lakh deployed, and that is like a 50,000 rupees profit booked on my main account. I'm still I'm gonna make a video on that particular main account also, but let me get some good profits from Jubilant. Maybe when I book that, okay, then I'm gonna show you the whole picture. That would be better. Okay, but because currently if you see, all cargo is at loss and Whirlpool is at profit for me on the bigger account, so everything is like neutral, nothing big is happening there. Okay, but yeah, still the only trade that is working for me right now is Jubilant, take it or not. So yeah, because that's an old trade actually. So 800 rupees of loss here in Kanoria game. So yeah, you guys can see 5% loss I booked in Kanoria also. So this was more or less a very bad trade actually. Okay, I thought that let's jump into the trade. So this was the breakout that I was focusing on, and I made myself think that this is a breakout. I made myself think that this is a breakout and let's jump into the trade. Okay, so that is pretty bad actually. I made some lines also, there were rejection. When it came down this much, I thought there would be a reversal, and yeah, there was a reversal coming. So I was waiting that it might just go up 10% from here, and I'm gonna take a very small 5% stop loss from here. And yeah, I took that stop loss. The next day it came down, and the next day I exited it right here. So I entered it here, and then 5% down I exited it. This is the entry and exit for the stock. Again, the risk management is the thing that I followed here. That saved me, of course, because see, if I would not have exited currently, the next day it is like 10% more on the capital. So 20k, 2.5k. So 2.5k I would have lost if I'm not following the risk management. So this is the second loss after the Scient. Actually, Scient, we did not discuss Scient. Let's discuss Scient also. Scient right here. So pretty bad trade for me. I don't know why. So weekly time frame. Okay, this was the breakout for me on the weekly time frame. This right here candle, and I entered somewhat like this one. But the moment it came down back, exit the trade right there. A small 1000 rupees loss on this particular stock as well. Last trade, last but not the least, again we are coming back to Jubilant trade because I'm not gonna leave Jubilant till the end. So yes, I did some work with CMEC also, but then I thought let's leave the CMEC trade. Okay, it's pretty late for me to enter the CMEC stock, and let's not do the retest thing at least now. For now, we'll do the retest thing in future. But yeah, Jubilant, again I'm entering with a capital of 10,000 here, and I am exiting at a whooping profit of 17%. So this is a big win and a beautiful win for me. So if you see the total capital deployed, it will be like 35 plus this and that. Multiple times I've entered Jubilant, entering and exiting, right? Overall the whole picture, so you guys can see. Sorry, so that's why it is showing 75,000 rupees was invested in Jubilant. It was see what Zero Dot does is, that is not my one trade. Okay, I took 3 trades in Jubilant, so it is showing that 3 trades combined profit and loss, right? So if you see the trade breakdown now you will understand that I went with 10k and I booked 1800 profit, 17% profit. So what was my entry? I'm gonna show you again. So wait, this yeah, somewhere around this area was my entry. This was my entry right here, right? And I exited it at this candle, when this candle was being formed, or maybe at this candle, maybe this, yeah. So this was it for me for Jubilant, because I thought 17% is pretty much. Not maybe September, I exited this in October, right? So yeah, this will be October is. So yes, I waited for this whole period for the stock to give me actual movement here. So then it would be a bit, yeah. So this is my entry actually. This one, this candle, I thought that it might move up there, but yeah, it is always this zigzag movement that the market does. And yes, I exited at that 17% in Jubilant. So yeah, that was it. So guys, that was it from my side on this particular small account, 1 lakh account that I'm trading right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, loved the video. This is a very serious breakdown of the trades that I'm doing here. Okay, see, if I do the breakdown of my bigger account, okay, that won't do any good for you, because that is like a different league that is going on right now, and I'm also not booking the profits. So what to show you guys actually, because some profits have been taken by the losses, some losses have been taken out by the profits. It's currently at a neutral area. If you ask me, July till today I'm at profit, but not at a very big profit on the bigger account. Unrealized profits are more right now, and realized profits might be like 2-3 lakhs or something, not much in 3 months. And the unrealized profits are more on that account. But the thing is that I've been consistently telling you guys about that account, but this thing is something new, so I thought I wanted to share this with you guys, that yeah, I'm also doing this for you guys sideways. So let's take this account to 2 lakhs, right? And you guys will be witnessing 1 lakh account converting to 2 lakh account with proper consistency. I don't care if it takes one year to do that. Why? Because I'm very much of a focused and disciplined person in this field, and I just want to focus on my setup, my mindset, my chart right there. That's gonna help me out overall. And yes, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're going to like this video now. Comment down what do you think about this video, and you are going to like it. If you are a new member of this channel, please subscribe the channel. I'm going to be coming up with more stuff like this if you like it.